pathetic, weak, aggravating, and a bitch-ass hoe. These are the first words that come to mind when thinking about Canute. And although contrasting him with other warriors in the show further accentuates his bitchiness, the worrisome part about this character is that in today's world, his weak heart is facilitated in society. So you might have this and others around you might be like him, but without realizing it due to a lack of real warriors around you. There's no Thors, no Thorfinn, no Ashlet around us to make us kind of have a good grasp of what it means to be a real warrior. But why would it be a problem to be like Canute if everybody today is a bit like Canute anyway? In the first place, do you know why we get closer to being more like Canute than more like Thorfinn? It is because in today's world, you won't face any kind of shame, because most of us are mediocre and hold no ground to speak about another man, since we have so many shortcomings ourselves.
You ain't got the answers, man!
But the lack of accountability comes with a price, and that price is not fulfilling your destiny. The price is settling. The price is cowering away from your purpose and your destiny. The price is choosing something that will not fulfill you. Choosing the easy option. But have you ever been fulfilled by a task that was easy? Like beating your younger cousins in a game of basketball. Sure, you could do it, and you could do it with fair ease, because they can't even reach the ball if you hold it here. But this will not bring about satisfaction to you. And I presented this to you in a more playful and lower scale, but this applies to your whole life. It is because there is hardship that there is satisfaction. Like OG 50 Cent said, jewelry won't feel so good if it weren't for pain.
Jewelry wouldn't feel so good if it wasn't for pain.
If you felt any kind of dissatisfaction in your life, you may have to reflect about your actions and lifestyle choice, because it might be that you're behaving like Canute. But even Canute turned his life around completely. And this is the exciting part, because the writers of Vinland Saga showed us the secret way in which anyone can turn their life around, in just one simple step. Canute is the second prince of a kingdom. Being a second prince of a kingdom is battling for the heir of the kingdom. But the thing about Canute is that he has been neglected by his father, and he has been sheltered away by somebody else, nurtured in a very peaceful way, not fit for a prince or a king, because he was spoiled and treated with no hardships. He grew to be timid, shy, and, quite frankly, a bit of a bitch. But one day, something happened to Canute that would change his life forever. His guardian, the person that was there the whole time, being more of a father than his father the king himself, was killed. Canute had lost his way of hiding away. He had lost his protector. Now he was defenseless, with the back against the wall, facing the real world, facing reality. Canute saw the unfairness in war, saw that there was no point to all of these battles, and he awakened the heart of a true king. Immediately from being somebody with absolutely no power and no character and no charisma to lead any kind of army, in just one moment he changed entirely. And it wasn't because he became stronger physically or because he built up a good reputation. It was because he changed his mind. He realized nobody was coming to save him and his prayers were not being answered, so he decided to take action himself. Canute died to self, and this is how he was born to eternal life. Life of greatness, life of those that will be remembered. No longer fearing any man and entrusting destiny, he began to live life simply doing what his job was. He set out to build heaven on earth, and behaved as the descendant of an agent that was meant to fulfill this mission, not valuing his life over those of others, and now fearlessly advancing forward. This happens to many people in their life. Perhaps your mother or a loved one passes away, and you decide to live harder for the sake of you both, or you decide to lock in and make something for yourself. You don't want their sacrifices or their life to have gone to waste, or you don't want them to simply have missed out. And so you live your life not just for yourself, but for the sake of others. This, of course, is in a more dramatic and bigger scale. However, this awakening takes many forms. But the main point of all of this is that you develop resolution, conviction to march forward and to say, I will no longer hide. I cannot hide. There's no more excuses, no more anybody sheltering me from the truth. I must face the world as it is and make the change that I want to make. And this could look less like you are simply trying to change the world, because you don't have to be that noble and illustrious. It could simply be as much as, I don't want to sit in this job for the rest of my life in this company that I do not care about. I want to develop this. I want to go into science. I want to be a musician, art, whatever it is, just start chasing it with no longer putting excuses for yourself. This is the awakening of the mind. This is when you decide to say, I will no longer be an ordinary man, and I will start going forward as who I was meant to be from day one. And guess what? I think you've had enough. I think that guardian is already dead for you as well. I mean, you watching this far kind of suggests that you want this change to occur. And like Canute did, you can change your life around today, this moment. A bit of a shorter video today, but it's just something for you to chew about. I was watching this while eating my food and I started scripting it. By the way, fuck ChatGPT, I do things myself. So I hope you liked the video. You're one decision away. I will speak more about these kind of things. So if you want any kind of reminders, I will be here uploading them from time to time. Help us both out. And if you like the video, give me a little sub. Thank you. I am rooting for you. Strive to be 1% better every day. And much love.